Now, Kamala, on the other hand, has been fighting border crime for years. She's gone down to Mexico and worked to stop the traffickers. And when the traffickers didn't stop, she put them in jail. Now, down in my neck of the woods, we call that fooling around and finding out. I may be paraphrasing a bit. We protect them. Now, the border sheriffs that I know, right, and we're like Kamala. We protect and serve. We enforce the law. We show compassion. And we fight like hell to protect our border. Because as we've always known in Texas, cuando luchamos, ganamos. When we fight, we win.
Hello, my friends, and thank you for joining the Phantom Caballero. How about those clips? How fortuitous that the sheriff at the DNC provides me with today's topic, which coincidentally is lies. Not just lies of the media, but lies of these puppets that somehow think they are in the right when they tell these lies. To say that the border is secure and that somehow Kamala Harris has secured the border is the biggest farce that I have ever heard. We have millions of people in this country that have entered illegally, and I will use that term, illegal, not undocumented or some sissy wording like that. This guy is nothing but a clown. I don't know him. Maybe he's a great sheriff, but I do not appreciate people lying when you saw the subsequent video of the invasion, and it is an invasion, ladies and gentlemen. Let us be very, very clear. If there are anybody out there that thinks that Kamala Harris, as the borders are, which another lie is they're trying to erase the fact that she was appointed to be the border. And when I say they, I mean the administration and the mainstream press, or as I call the Chinese press or the corporate press, whatever you want to call them. So now all of a sudden, she was never the borders are. She was the one who said, I've never been to Mexico. When confronted with a press person, the press individual says, you've never been down to the border. And she says, well, I've never been to Europe either. Okay, I'm sorry we do not have trips for you to go on as sabbatical. So what has she done? Well, I can tell you, in California, she did the complete opposite of enforcing crime, other than putting some people away that probably didn't deserve it, and also sponsoring and trying to sell the bill Proposition 47, which is a great bill that lets a lot of people out early. So thank you for that. But I can tell you, if you look at the subsequent footage to the lies that were said by this sheriff in Texas, I have a feeling he's probably in the minority as far as those who actually want to enforce and secure the border. The fact that people can say that we have a secure border like Merrick Garland is a joke, and pardon me, the other individual, Mayorkas. It's absolutely a farce. We do not have a secure border. We have the most weak, porous border, the most porous, the weakest enforcement of the border now. And this boils my blood because we have people getting killed by these individuals and nobody cares. There's no accountability. The drug issue is killing 100,000 people a year. And believe you me, ladies and gentlemen, I thoroughly believe that's intentional. And the fact that we have children being raped by these illegals, we have women being carjacked and harmed and killed by these illegals. This is the most cowardly thing I've ever seen. I am very upset about this, my friends, and I hope you are too. If you don't vote correctly come this election, we are going to go through the worst period, one of the worst periods in our history, and I will tell you that, because we are already teetering on the brink of a collapse. If you think that's hyperbole, look at your economy, look at the value of your dollar, look at how we treat crime now. People commit heinous crimes and they're released. You cannot conduct a civil society if you do not have rules. When this individual says Kamala stands for law and order, show me when. Show me when. Show me in the last 4 years. This is not someone new coming into this entire arena. This is the vice president, the sitting vice president. If she cared about the border, if she didn't have a puppet like this clown getting up and saying that, you would know if you look at the stories. Nothing has been done. It's gotten worse, not better. The bill that these bills that they had proposed did nothing to deal with illegal immigration and stop it. It had to do with providing resources for the immigrants coming in. I'm sorry, folks, not to be cold-hearted or mean-spirited, but we do not need to provide things to people that we cannot afford and who should not be here legally. And for that, I will end this video while I'm impassioned as a Spaniard. Please join us again on the Phantom Caballero!